Silverman's was my father's store. It was a second home, a place where the extended family came every day to talk to each other and talk to the people in town.
It was an old-fashioned candy store with the wooden floors, the big soda fountain, people dropping in for an ice cream soda or a banana split or a sundae or an ice cream cone. It was a busy store because it was maybe the only one of its kind in the whole town.
My grandfather Harry started it. My dad and my Uncle Phil took over, then my cousin Paul. All of us worked there at one time or another. Our family came to Livingston in 1946. From what I've heard over the years, Livingston was a new experience for the Silvermans. They were city dwellers, and Livingston was no city.
I bet at that time there were no more than 7,000 people living in Livingston. It was woods, farms, and more woods.
I thought I was coming out to a wilderness because there was hardly anything in Livingston at that particular time. It was mostly woods, and the buses didn't run too frequently, and at that time I didn't drive, so I found it a hardship.
They still don't.
She was actually in tears for a week, and the reason was she thought she would never see her parents again. Her parents lived in Irvington.
There were apartments up above the store. And so Eddie's father and mother had an apartment on one side, and next door, Ann and Eddie had an apartment.
A few years after Silverman's opened, Harry Silverman suffered a stroke. That's when my father had to decide if he could manage alone.
It was a case of carrying on myself, which I just didn't want to do because I know what it did to my dad all these years.
Long work.
Or selling the place, which here I was
Just
starting, or finding another partner. And fortunately, Phil Spiegel, Paul's father,
Yes.
who was at the time in Chicago working as an engineer, was interested.
I understand he only thought it was going to be for a few months.
Yes, and we wound up together for 20 years.
20 years.
So with a partner now to make things a bit easier, the store thrived. Still, the soda fountain remained a popular gathering spot.
There were people who came in and had sundaes for breakfast.
What prompted you to eliminate that from the store?
I like this beer.
It was getting to be quite a burden on us physically.
Yes.
It was a magnet for all the kids after school.
Those kids would still come to Silverman's even without the fountain, and as they grew, other kinds of treats would tempt them.
We have the Picket lottery machine, and when that first started, national news was focused on the New Jersey lottery, and they picked a busy store to come in and show the action on a lottery.
I have a friend of mine that won $1 million, so I figured if she could do it, why couldn't I?
This corner store sells stationery, magazines, cigarettes, candy, and a few lottery tickets. Quite a few. Some 10,000 last week.
We've been having a lot of big winners in the last couple months. We had a $250,000 winner.
This week, more lottery tickets were sold at this store than at any other location in the state.
Yesterday we had them going right out to the back door. Right up the center, out to the back door, and it's been almost that way all week. Matter of fact, I played the first ticket myself last week.
Anything else?
6533 Straighten Bunks.
When the Silvermans had it alone, it was just the four of them. When Phil Spiegel came in, he was a little bit more forward-minded than they were, and he said, we have to have some help. So they hired people to help them, Diane being one of them.
It was really not a boss and employee situation. It was so friendly.
Diane, how long have you worked for the Silverman?
25 years this coming October.
Oh, you'll have a silver anniversary.
Silver anniversary, yes.
All right, and this is?
Doris Lawson, and I've been here 15 years this November.
Okay. And this is?
Dot Stevens, and I've been with Silverman's, it'll be 15 years in October.
We loved each other. I was responsible for ordering all the office supplies, the toys, and also the Hallmark cards. Hallmark. Oh, God. I never thought I'd get through. The holidays. Valentine's Day was the worst. Everybody and his brother came in, and his sister, too. We had a good time. We worked hard. We worked very hard, pleasing everybody, trying to help everybody, but we had a lot of laughs. A lot of laughs.